Has a GP in the UK ever asked you, "So, what do you think you've got?" It sounds strange, right? But what if I told you? Your answer might actually save your life. Because yes, giving the wrong answer could delay your diagnosis. This whole story started with a friend of mine, an Arab guy living in London. He walks into a GP clinic for what he thinks is a simple checkup. He explains his symptoms, sits back, and the doctor suddenly asks, "Okay, so what do you think you've got?" My friend freezes. He says, "How would I know?" "You're the doctor." The GP smiles and replies, "I know. But your answer tells me where I should start." That line stayed with me. So I decided to dig deeper. Why would a doctor ask a patient to diagnose themselves? The reason is actually surprising. In the UK, GP appointments are short. Doctors need to understand three things very quickly: what you're worried about, what you think is going on, and what Google told you before you came in. Because honestly, around 70% of people walk into a GP to Googling their symptoms. And here's the important part: saying "I think it's allergies" is completely different from saying "I'm scared it might be something serious." Your answer changes what tests the doctor will order. And to show you how important this is, let me tell you a real story. A woman named Emily, 32 years old, went to her GP with a week-long cough. The doctor asked her the same question: "What do you think it is?" Emily laughed and said, "It's probably just a cold." A week later, she ended up in urgent care. It wasn't a cold, it was an asthma flare-up, and she needed treatment much earlier. If she had simply said, "I'm worried I can't breathe properly," the GP would have done a breathing test on the spot. So how do you answer this question correctly? Here's the perfect structure. The one GPS say helps them the most: what you've noticed, what's worrying you, and what you've already tried. Something like, "I've had these symptoms for 4 days. I'm worried it might be a chest infection, and paracetamol hasn't helped." This gives the doctor everything they need. It saves time and leads to a faster, more accurate diagnosis. But there's one big mistake most people make. They say, "I don't know." You tell me. That forces the doctor to start from zero, with no idea what you're thinking or afraid of. Even if your guess is wrong, it doesn't matter. Doctors ask this question as a psychological doorway, a way to understand your concerns and your expectations. And yes, your answer can genuinely save your life. So the next time your GP asks, "What do you think you've got?" don't freeze, just say what's really on your mind. Because the right answer means faster diagnosis, fewer delays, and better treatment. If you want a full video on how to get the most out of your 10-minute GP appointment, let me know in the comments. And make sure you follow so you don't miss it.